Arachnid Soul still here in the booth, giving you my feedback, my thoughts on AEW versus New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door 2023. Please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe if you have not. Next up, it was an Owen Hart tournament match. It was the men's quarterfinals. It was CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima. Easy for me to say, I've only been watching him 25 years. CM Punk came out to some boos and Kojima came out to some cheers. I've never been a big fan of Satoshi Kojima. Just me, I watched him back in Major League Wrestling at the very beginning of that company. I've watched him in New Japan. I've fought him on All-Star Pro Wrestling 3 many times. This was also the first match that I've seen CM Punk have, singles match, believe it or not, since 2006. Last time I watched WWE was WrestleMania 20. I missed Punk's whole run in that company. The last time I saw Punk in a singles match, he was in Ring of Honor. This was when he was the world champion, and that was kind of winding down. In any case, CM Punk looked great. I did tune in the past 2 weeks, believe it or not, to watch Punk wrestle in tag matches on Collision. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the fact that while CM Punk was the guy who did the first $1 Million Gate for AEW, he's the biggest star in AEW. He brings more ratings and more eyeballs than anybody else in AEW. AEW upper management has had 2 ways of handling CM Punk for the last 9 months. First of all, they just bash this guy every chance they can get, which is why half of the fans in the arena were booing him. The other half of management stays silent, and CM Punk also doesn't say anything in his defense because CM Punk's an adult, and he figures that other adults can see what's going on here. That's another story for another day. This was possibly the most enjoyable match I've ever seen Kojima in. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of his, but he's not bad. I respect his contributions to New Japan as well as All Japan Pro Wrestling. This so far has been the match of the night. I don't know what happened in the pre-show. I skipped it, but the match that I did see was Tanahashi versus MJF. This was a much better match than that, and as much as the crowd might have been on their hands for that opening match, the crowd was into this thing, and CM Punk was orchestrating this crowd like a well-tuned maestro. Backhand knife edge chop combo in the corner from Kojima, maybe his tribute to Kenta Kobashi. Those machine gun chops. He was lighting up CM Punk. These guys were laying things in. The grappling looked good. At one point, CM Punk got the Anaconda Vice. That looked beautiful, the way he applied that. The crowd was hanging on every move in this match. And when CM Punk came out to boos, I said half this crowd, maybe 3/4 of this crowd is going to be cheering him in 10 minutes. And at one point they were, and then the other people started booing him. It was almost like pro wrestling fans versus AEW fans. In any case, CM Punk at the end of the night, after some great wrestling, some great holds, some great stuff inside the ring and outside the ring. At one point, Punk got chopped over both the guardrail and the timekeeper's table, almost took out 2 women in the process. CM Punk hits the go to sleep finally after going for it, 2 or 3 times. Kenta's move. It's cool to see Punk using it. You got to imagine the last time I saw Punk, he had the Pepsi twist and the Pepsi plunge, and those were his finishing moves. So to see this new moveset's kind of cool. At one point, he did the Hogan taunt and dropped the leg. CM Punk, I have to tell you, is money, and I'm impressed by Kojima. I wouldn't mind seeing Kojima again, a thing that I didn't think I would say about Kojima, because the guys that Kojima was in All Japan with and New Japan with, those heavyweights, I mean, they were outclassing Kojima. I'm just going to say it. CM Punk go to sleep, covered his man, 1, 2, 3. And then after the match, CM Punk actually raising the hand of Kojima after helping him back to his feet. The crowd did cheer. Don't know if they were cheering for just Kojima or maybe Punk and that entire match. In any case, I've never seen anything like this in my life, where a company and guys in upper management, vice presidents and presidents, would either bury the top guy or stand back and let the others do it. It'd be like if Vince McMahon let his son Shane McMahon and his daughter Stephanie McMahon and maybe Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe completely go all over the internet and bash Stone Cold Steve Austin nonstop for 9 months, when, you know, if Austin had been out at any point in 1998. Makes no sense at all. No cease and desist, Tony. No reigns over your executive vice presidents. All right, do what you want to do. In any case, I can tell you CM Punk is the biggest star in that company and should be treated as such. Should be building towards him and MJF, but what do I know? What do I know? Come back with me. More action on tap. I'm a bit flustered here because this thing's gone way longer than it was supposed to go. This commentary on this match. I'll try to keep them shorter. Give me a thumbs up on the way out. Subscribe if you have not. Please don't take any of this stuff personally. I know they're very sensitive fans in AEW of some of these wrestlers. And I will be back with you. I'm excited to see what this next match is going to be. Keep it locked.